Smell a drive. Sue the officer in the headlamp waiting for you.
Oh yeah. And some of you did this work.
Sue the officer.
You don't give.
In the headlamp waiting for you.
Has his unimpeachable. Oh yeah. And
Sue the officer. In the headlamp waiting for you.
He's been sitting in a courtroom watching. One counts.
Sue the officer. In the headlamp waiting for you. The boy went for all possible brain. For why, for all, for impossible brain.
That is the case. And I'm
Lost
win.
with
Why would I vote for anyone?
from Canadian sunsets, drift for all, also spray with for all, for also spray, also spray with spray all, for also spray, also spray with for all, for also spray, also spray.
And by the way, I can't be Joe Biden right now. When inflation is where it is, when the war goes on,
Also spray.
and Joe Biden is in the middle of this storm. If he can't be ahead of it now, when will he ever be ahead of it?
That you're painfully aware that he has a lot of support within the Republican electorate. And make it even more do you think that is a real possibility in the upside down world that we're living in?
I don't think so.
Michael, it's always
Speaking of horror, one of the Trump rioters is running for Congress. And 10 years ago, I would have backed this off. 15 years ago, I would have said this guy's got no shot. This is a different era, and I'm not ready to say that. I'm talking about the so-called QAnon shaman. This is the guy who I can't imagine anyone in my audience hasn't seen. His real name is Jacob Chansley. He's the guy who rioted on January 6, 2021, breached the U.S. Senate chamber, wearing this strange kind of Viking hat with either a real or fake animal pelt. I don't really know. He is now going to be running because Congresswoman Debbie Lesko in Arizona said she is not going to be running for re-election. That is going to be an open seat. Now, you might remember that this guy, Jacob Chansley, was sentenced in November of 2021 to 41 months in federal prison. As the Axios report says, his lawyers said during the court proceedings that he disavowed QAnon and Trump. He was released to a Phoenix halfway house last March. AZ Central reports Arizona prohibits people convicted of felonies to then go and say, even though this guy was convicted of crimes, I think it was unfairly done or whatever, and I'm going to elect him to the Congress of the United States. Well, I think that it's a conflict, contradiction, a double standard, and there is. But the point of the first book is that he disavowed QAnon hat with either a real or animal pelt. I don't really know. He is now going to be running because Congresswoman Debbie Lesko, Arizona, said she is not going to be running for re-election. It's going to be an open seat. Now, you might remember that this guy, Jacob Chansley, speaking of horror, one of the Trump rioters is running for Congress. And 10 years ago, I would have laughed this off. 15 years ago, I would have said this guy's got no shot. This is a different era, and I'm not ready to say that. I'm talking about so-called QAnon shaman. This is the guy who I can't imagine my audience hasn't seen.
Time to accept the offer and the baby birth rate good wishes in the keep up with the password survive state. You gotta dreaming of the next season. Let MOSSY and BEEEF take a moment to tell ya. Count digits on a tilt screen. The ordinary never ever put some clean. Cause the spread get wiped away like crime. He'll pay for the percentage that you sporting defense. Every pixel working for the new habitual profile. Fiction of a sexual man, and it was foretold that with only one woman, MOSSY would go to heaven if he ever got hold of enough bread that was left. Pre-planned, he used to spot us in the business of sustainable growth. Just a pre-planned, just a part of the low. The shape of the scooter. Sustainable growth, where's the you and the what we have you? You served up all you're being served. In a pan, so when it comes on, while we do expensive camera, no filter shaking in the bag for her, remembering the whole staring eyes overblown like a into the legal sea, on his finger in your back, and your double big on the trigger. You build coast. Hop on the surface to bring back the back. Indelible and Thanksgiving. Pray. Into the streets and pour another propagated day to fall by the sea, laid out on a rickshaw, backed up and into the floor. Like a SpaceX rocket, and absolutely without the stickers up the script to check out the dreams no one could teach you. Remember the good bits, run to the ground, run you down like a tooth. Matching the dirty Portland tickets and clean down one side. Through the pink down the vein, direct to your word. The log out, the check out the dreams no one could teach you. Remember the good bits, run to the ground, run you down. Dirty the script to check out the dreams no one could teach you. Remember the good bits, run to the ground, run you down like the death whales. No flag or fly on the walls, the smell of bitumen. Their patterns, old dream streets shake along. Round one didn't feel so cold, no one else wanted it. Even the concrete was picture perfect telemetry. Good wishes and keep up with the hustler. They brush past the go ahead bump. Not this one, 3 wise clicks to the officer. That in life paint, horses swimming, those clumps of grass, gears and fears and tears and fears. Filters together in the gobo, but helpless like baby. Bypass borderline, transcontinental, incredible. It's Thanksgiving, pack up coast to coast and holy rollin', indelible, lowrider. One way to the hay and the barn, take down all the actions inside the aft corner of a ding. MOSSY logs favored the buck wild, flavored and thirsty as madness, like warlords holding down the written word. and it was madness, like warlords holding down the written word. Well, shoes turning